Hi everybody, it's Chris and welcome to another video by the Infinity System. Normally we would not preface one or another's videos when we record them. We believe that our channel is a free space for each of our alters to express themselves in whatever way that they see fit. This time when we were working on part 2 of Echoes of Darkness on the sleep paralysis, Mimi decided that she wanted to front last night, and so front she did, or very early this morning. Anyway, we felt that it was appropriate to preface the following video, her video, with a trigger warning and a content warning. And we suggest that you take this very seriously. Mimi is unfiltered, and she is a 13-year-old, 14-year-old girl who has her opinions, and she is extremely blunt. In this video, she talks about our traumas, not in great details, but in enough to be gut-wrenching. And while we have removed most of the profanity from this tape, the essence of it is there. She talks about our trauma. You should be aware of that. Some of it is very heavy. And you know that we try to maintain a balance, but this is her story. This is her time. This is what she wants to talk about, and she's just as valid as the rest of us. So I went through and edited out most of the profanity. But basically, other than that, this is going to be Mimi unfiltered. We have placed trigger warnings. I have placed trigger warnings throughout the video. Take them seriously, okay? This is no kidding. You know, we don't place them lightly. So again, consider this viewer discretion strongly advised. With that, we're going to go ahead and get to Mimi. Thank you very much. And as always, remember, you're loved, you're strong, and you are not alone. I'm Chris. On to Mimi. Totally forgot. So, anyway, hi. Finally convinced them to shave the legs. Oh, actually, we've been shaving everything now. Sorry, I'm digging through this, package of underwear. Because normally, they're into the tighty-whities. It's like, oh my god. And, it's like our wardrobe, if you can call it that, is so boring. I mean, it's like there is nothing there and nothing there to work with at all. So it's like when we were out shopping earlier, I saw these underwear that were on sale, and it's actual colors, like red and blue and, well, gray and black, but it's it's at least something. The red ones anyway, so, anyway, so got those on, and, in a minute, I'm gonna put the shirt on, so I'll be, right back, because trust me, you don't want to see old man body without a shirt on, okay? So, yeah. This one, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Hi, me, yeah, as you can see, my purple shirt on, at least it's something to start with. Anyway, so, managing to dig through what little I had to work with, I did find these pants, which are pure white. It's I have no idea why he hasn't worn these. Probably because, he can't wear anything without getting spots or paint or God only knows what on them. I mean, it's we can't keep anything nice. It's those nice jean shorts that we just got a while back with the, multicolored shirt. Those have already got grass stains and all over them. And, it's just... It's I want to strangle them. Or him. It's but... It's God, can we please at least have a little bit of color in our wardrobe or something, at least to make me feel a little bit better? Oh, Mimi, the kind of clothes that you want to wear won't fit the body. Well, at least it would be something. Anyway, so I found, these white pants, which obviously have never been worn. I mean, it's the size on here says basically it's like, tent size, so hopefully, like they'll fit, but I don't know. So anyway, I don't think that you can see this, and hopefully not. I'm sure like they can edit it out. It's like, oh, yeah, and it's like, they're telling me, it's like, we're going to have to set it up for you to record and everything because you don't like the technology. And it's like, dude, okay, video cameras were along in 1984, it's like, well, they are. It's, okay, here's that thing where I don't want to think about it. But anyway, it's like, it's not that far off. It's just some Star Trek shit. It's like, all I have to do is like pretend I'm in the future. And it like doesn't hurt so bad. And because I guess I like am in the future. But anyway, so it's like, just show me which buttons to push, brains. It's weird, but anyway. So that's how I'm able to run it and like do this for myself. Hopefully I won't like it up. Anyway, yeah, so found, of course, my shirt and then the white pants, which, yeah, I can show them to you now. It's like, I have to admit that they kind of make our ass look fantastic, but then we always kind of did have a nice butt. At least that's what all the daddies thought anyway, so. And I was digging around, it's like mom gave him some of the scarves or whatnot, because he used to do magic, and it was like, whatever. But anyway, it's like I really couldn't find much because it's just, we need a belt or something, So it's like, anyway, I found this, and hopefully this should work. Really nice. I wish it was a little bit longer, but at least it's something. So it's like here in the bathroom because it's like 2 in the morning. Or like maybe even more because, it's like, it took mom forever to fall asleep. And it's like, don't get me wrong, it's like I love mom and everything, but it's like, it's not easy for me to be out. It's like, particularly with the others in the house, because it's like, we're just, I don't know, it's like not comfortable. And it's just like a lot easier most of the time to just kind of hang out, like, in the background or whatever. So, yeah. It's just a lot easier for me to come out when, everybody's asleep and it's quiet and shit. Which is kind of pissing me off because it's like I would really like to have some music to listen to, but it's like they're all, well, there's copyright issues and, it's like it's late at night and we don't want to bug anyone. And it's like, it's like we can't do anything fun. But, okay, that's not true. It's not true. I have to give them credit because it's like at least they put that playlist for me together. Or like for you guys, playlist. It's like a mixtape, I guess. Anyway, I just told them the songs that I liked and, wanted to hear. It's like, because it's like when they play the music and stuff, I listen in. And it's like, it's because they listen to a lot of the stuff. It's like, hey, 80s. It's like, yeah, we got the best. Anyway, so, but it's like, can't blast the music, and it's like, but they do allow me to, like, listen during the day now, which is really, nice, so I can kind of, get that, but anyway, wig, because this old man, need to turn the sash. It's really not, long enough. What I really need is, one of those, it's like a much larger thing that you can fold into a triangle and drape, and it comes down. I don't know. I don't like this. It makes us look a little slutty, but not in a good way. Anyway, I can't stand this anymore. So it's there goes something. It's definitely hair time for sure. Yeah, it's like they don't want me to show the mirror because it's all dirty. And I'm like, yeah, it's like, what? Whose bathroom isn't dirty? Most of the time. Anyway, it's like I won't show the toilet or anything, but anyway, so it's like hopefully you can see it in the mirror. Can you see in the mirror? Yeah. Okay, as long as I'm over here, it should work. So. It's like they are doing some things. It's like they got the way, but it's like, God, the last time that I was out was 2 years ago, and it's like they don't even have that video up anymore because one of the daughters had to. Well, no, it's my time. I'm going to say what I want because one of the daughters was just basically being a, and that's all part of the October thing that we're not supposed to talk about yet. But anyway, it's like, thought she was cool. Turns out, not so much. But, yeah, anyway, totally had that wrong. So anyway, she moved out of the house. And, like, so the others are like, well, it's like, we should really, respect her privacy and put the video down because she's on it. And don't want to cause any problems, further along the way. I guess if she decided to get snitty about it or something, I don't know. God, I hate the way that this thing lies. And of course, they lost my great big comb, which are, for this, which kind of pisses me off. I mean, I know it's around here someplace, but it's like I want to go looking for it. And just, it's like, it's my stuff, like with my makeup bag and my makeup sponges and stuff. It's like, he's always wanting to steal it for, like the makeup sponges for, like cleaning something or doing something with, like, the model work or records or, I don't know, whatever the hell it is that he works on. I mean, it's like, just make sure that you put it back and make sure that I get some more later. And, well, the putting it back never happens. And the later stuff never happens either. And it's like, okay, I'm not out. Like, all that much. Okay, this is just wrong. I mean, I'm not out much. But still, it's my stuff. And it's like, if I want to have it there, even though it's like gathering dust, it's still mine, and I'm going to leave it there if I want to. So, it's like, anyway. These hooks to work. Alright, which is the front and which is the back? Okay, there's the bangs, so there's like that. Like the ones we wore when we were, like young, like right after John and Jack and I were born, I guess, if you want to call it that. But anyway, it's like that wig was a lot easier to deal with and a lot nicer because it's like I think it was like actually made out of like some chick's hair or something. I don't know, but it felt a lot better. I mean, it's like, don't get me wrong, this one's good. Oh, this is driving me nuts. It's like, see, this is why I'm kind of pissed that they don't take care of my stuff, because rather than have the wig up on its stand the way that I wanted it to be, the way that it was all nice and neat and arranged, it was just left like in a clump next to the old Rosemary's as well. And it's like, God, guys, you don't have any respect for either one of us. So, come on, where are the bangs? Oh, there they are. All right. Just like a little bit to the right. Da-da-da-da, I'm cousin it, hey. I'm assuming you guys know who the Addams are. Yes, okay. Like, look, this is my time, okay? Y'all need to shut up and go away. And you wonder why I take the memories away afterwards. You guys are so selfish. I mean, really? Just, it's not cool at all. Maybe if I was respected a little more and listened to, I could come out more often, and I wouldn't be constantly bitching on the inside. Oh, but, like I already said, they did shave. Finally, they're shaving the legs and the arms, and it's like, look at this. So much better. It's like we're all smooth again, and just it's all that hair is gone, and it's like, oh, I am so happy. And it's like the legs are too, but I can't like lift it up to show you, but oh, it's so nice. It is so nice to not have that hair all over my body, it's, oh, God. It's like, it reminds me of him, honestly. It's like, the dude just had more hair than he should have, and of course he didn't do anything with it. I'm just going to leave those open. So, anyway, but yeah, trying to get him to, treat me more like as a, got this wig, I had it all set last time, and now it's all screwed up. It's like, it's okay here, but it's like the bangs, you gotta brush them to one side or the other, and they just didn't part evenly. It's like I can go for the, like bangs in the face. It's like, oh, I'm being so mysterious. But, it's like, then I'm like snorting it at my nose, and it's kind of hard to look sexy when you're snorting your own hair up your nose. Anyway, let's see what to talk about. I mean, it's like normally I'd be blaring some music here while I'm doing this, but so yeah. And we're getting to like the best part of the wardrobe, but anyway, wanted to do this up, and should we do the makeup or not? Well, I got to do the brows at least, because that just, it doesn't match. It's bothering me. Well, like, sorry if you can, I hope you can hear me okay, because it was like, I wasn't going to drag that great big freaking, microphone in here. It's like, no. It's like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it my way. Where is... this is what I'm talking about. My colors. What's this? Green glitter. Maybe in a minute. We'll see. There's my little mascara. Where is my eyeliner? Okay, there you are. Finally. You see, like, this is the one thing I don't like about having long hair, is you kind of have to tie it back when you do your makeup, because it's always getting away. Fortunately, Mom's got some of these great big rubber band things. Okay. Great big bushy ass. Alright, you know what? This is more. There we go. Sorry, I know this looks like ridiculous at the moment, but it's gonna be like 13 times easier for me to do it like this than the other way. So like, just pretend that it's perfect. So, God, it's like what to talk about. But anyway, yeah, it's like, stepfather was a perv. I just could not resist when we came back from the weekend. It's like, the bully's all breaking now, it's like, I'm gonna dip me some of that candy. It's like, seriously. I'm not supposed to talk about that, because, that's trauma and shit. Well, it's like, what the hell else am I supposed to talk about? The 80s. Yeah, the 80s were great. Oh God, here's the cat. If I don't open the door, he's just gonna yowl and yowl and yowl and yowl. Well, yeah, meow. You're like all cute and fluffy and it's like I'm trying to talk. Where did mascara go? There it is. But it's like, It's like with John. It's like, okay, this is why I'm so pissed with Little Miss Therapist. I'd say her name, but Chris would just like bleep it out anyway. But she knows who she is. And it's like, anyway, we had just gotten like through into the littles. I mean, it's just like Susie had just came out and was saying hello and, you know, starting to get into like the trip that we took across country, you know, where we ended up riding on strangers' laps in the bathroom and shit. The dress was nice though, you know, a little like frilly thing with strawberries on it. That's why she's so into strawberries and puppies, but the puppies is like a whole other thing that we don't want to go into right now. Anyway, yeah, it's looking better. But anyway, yeah, therapy and why I'm pissed. So anyway, you know, it's like the little dude, Christopher, he goes through his, and it's like Susie starts to come out and they go through theirs. And I come out somewhere along the way, but it's like, it's not right for me to cut, you know, like to take over everything and, you know, just be about me when it's like John's there. It's like Christopher D, he just, I'm not even like sure if he's there anymore. How much was left of him after what they did to us that weekend, okay? You know, but John was there, like, until the dude hit him upside the head, and that's when the bouncer, Ralph, came over and took that dude's head and bounced it on the pavement like a freaking basketball. Oh my god, it was so hilarious to watch. But, you know what? I think I'm going to go for like an Egyptian-ish kind of a look. Because it's like we just did that whole big midnight thing. Okay. Not bad, but it's not giving me any time out either. So, yeah, that's looking pretty good. So yeah, John, man, it's like, anyway, so, it's like, only sick, yeah, well, you know what, I'm gonna talk about it, I don't care. They don't have to watch it, they don't have to listen. But anyway, it's like we're there for this weekend, and it's one of these where it's like, well, it's like we already knew the drill anyway, because, you know, they did this shit to us when we were like 4 or 5. I mean, it's like, you know, with Susie, we know the drill. Yes, mommy, yes, daddy, do you want to play? Am I your good boy? Am I your good girl? Am I your very good girl or very good boy? You know, that was what determined whether or not they could, like, beat the shit out of you. It's like with us, fortunately, they really couldn't do that because we had to go home. But I mean, it's like all the Jills just, I don't know how many of them didn't make it out of there. I know the one that was with us didn't. Right in front of us, man. Like, Daddy got a little rough with Jill when Mommy was playing with John and making him watch and everything. You know, she got off on it, like to watch. And anyway, the daddy was totally, well, not to put it too bluntly, but he was riding her like a goddamn pony, man, bit, bridle, and all. Like, at least the dude didn't tie John up that time. Well, actually, that was the next one. With the mistress. Well, at least that's what you want us to call her anyway. Um, well, not like all children's constant. Anyway, it's like, but, I mean, Jack, he did his thing. It's like, hey, 12-year-old, goodbye. It's like, I'm popping a boner. It's like every damn time that, my jeans brush up against my. Just close that door. But it's like, so it's like he was eager to do it, John's like that whole good boy thing. Yes, mommy. Yes, daddy. Keep your head down. Keep your mouth open. Throw your up in the air. Wiggle, wiggle. Make sure you shudder when they ask you to. Because if you don't, well, that's when the bad stuff happens. It's like if the other stuff wasn't bad enough, but it's a lot easier to get through the whole thing. Like if you can actually eat and get some more of the that they doped us up with. And I was like, can I have some more juice, please? Because I'm like starting to feel this shit. I mean, we could feel it anyway. They made sure of that. It's like, they always, it's like one of the things that they always had you do is, it's like, look up. It's like, in, like, crying. It's like, I don't know, it's like that got him off as well. I mean, it was like a power play thing, whatever. It's like I said, not a lot of fun. Okay, let's see. Oh, God, this big. So, there we are. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with some nice blue. See if I can get that in there. Oops, a little bit too much. Now it's like all over my nose. Just sometimes these like have a lot of color, and sometimes they don't have like any color at all. So you never know. It's like how powdery it's going to be and shit. But yeah, because there's rules to it. Like I was saying, it's like, am I your good boy or am I your good girl? It's like, am I a boy or a girl this time around? I mean, it's like, not like really the daddies cared so long as you didn't have hair, which is, why I had to keep us smooth, particularly for the perv. Because like at the club that weekend they had, nurses who would take care of that shit for you. After one mommy and daddy were done with you, you'd go to the nurse and they'd check you out and make sure you're not bleeding. Or at least, that it stopped before they send you on to the next one. If you're lucky and you did your job good, kept your head down and your mouth open and did what they wanted you to, then you could eat. And then if you're really lucky, you could sleep. I mean, we didn't eat for like the first day. They don't really care. It was just, we were the new one. And they all wanted a piece of us because, it's like the first thing they do is they take us into this atrium type area. It's like this big, like, greenhouse type thing. And there's this stage and shit. Like stripper. It's like anyone who's been in a nightclub knows what I'm talking about. And it's like first thing they do is, it's like they bring us in the gear. And it's like, because, the outfit. The black leather and the straps that, don't like conceal anything. At least not the important parts, or the parts they deemed important. I'm thinking some green. So it's like they parade us up on the stairs. It's like, you ever seen that show? Where it's like that. Okay, no, they're telling me not to talk about that, so it's like, just edit that. So anyway, yeah, they take us up onto the stage, and there's a couple of poles there, and there's this one girl already dancing, but they take us and then they go ahead and string us up on the pole, spread eagled, where everybody can get a look at the merchandise. And that's what they did. They came over. They're just grabbing hold. It's like, ooh. It's like, I like the way this one squirms. It's like, yeah, well, what do you expect us to do? We're scared out of our minds. We're drugged. Can barely tell what the is going on around us. What the hell else do you think we're going to do? Squirm. Of course we're going to squirm. Besides, that's part of the game, if you act like you want it or you act like you need it, then, it's like they work into that, and you can, I don't want to say like use it against them, but you can totally, change things a bit. You gotta take what you can get. It's like if they don't beat the shit out of you for it. It's half the time they're gonna beat the shit out of you anyways. Look, at least with us, they had to keep it like on the down low, if you know what I mean. And, because we were a no hit. It's like, don't hit him around the face, or her around the face. Whichever one you want around the face, because if you do, you get your membership revoked and you get thrown out like instantly. Because, they don't want people asking questions. And it's like, I'm not even sure why we didn't disappear like all the others. Maybe because Honey and Grampy were there asking questions of the egg donor. Mommy dearest. Bitch is what she was. Just a little trophy. That's us. Because you see, she wanted John. She wanted the good boy. The quiet boy, the one who's just going to do whatever mommy wants, whenever she wants it, and do it with a smile. Yes, mommy. Right away, mommy. Just our secret. And then act all innocent. And sucker mom the rest of the time. It's like every time we were out in public, because of course they were respectable, It's like, she was a pianist. And he was school janitor. Can you believe that shit? The dude was around kids every day. And then he'd come home and take it out on us. Must have been tough looking at all that all day and not being able to touch it or doing anything about it. But he sure made up for it. And then of course it's like vanilla wasn't enough. It's like taking us as a boy against the wall. Just like that was not enough after a while, and that's when the outfits started. And I was already there anyway. So it's like I am just gonna step in, because there wasn't anything left of John at that point, and Jack would have just gotten us beat. Surprised he hasn't gotten us shot, to be honest. But, yeah. He wanted the fishnet and the tuck away. It's like, stick it between the legs because they don't want to look at it. Because you're daddy's little girl, you see, and little girls don't have. So, I'm sorry, whatever, God, it's like there's no way they're going to air any of this. Not a chance in hell, because this is what Mimi does. Mimi is honest, and Mimi talks about that they don't want to look at. But I ain't afraid to look at it. It's like, I wasn't the only one either. There was more than one type of club we went to. Took us out on the date one night. It's like he must have been feeling particularly ballsy, or is he particularly drunk? Took us out to this swank ass Chinese place, all dressed up and pressed out. I guess it must have been like one of those places that catered, because we weren't the only one there, if you know what I'm talking about. I don't know, for all I know, that could have been like recruitment central for the club that we ended up. Well, club, it was actually like more of a mansion. It's like when I talk about the club, I'm talking like the organization. Yeah, I haven't done my lips yet, so. And yeah, I know I like haven't put any concealer or anything on, because, well, concealer, but you know, like powder or blush or anything, because it's just a pain in the ass, and I just kind of wanted to play around a little bit with the makeup and like jab around you guys. And I really need more colors of lip gloss than just red and black. Not that I mind that, but oops. No. Not tonight. Guess it'll have to be black. But yeah, it's like, he wanted the attitude, you know, it's like, Chris D was just pushover. It's like, it's easy to see where John came from. But that was also Egg Donor's fault, because she taught us to be pacifist and not fight back at all. Oh gee, surprise, surprise, I wonder why. It's like Brains finally figured out the other day why we never went to see the doctor. Why, anytime that we got a cut or just, you know, she'd be all, ooh, bandage it myself. I mean, she was a medic, you know, like a paramedic. But it's like, gee, why don't you want your kid going to the doctors for more than, you know, like the one time we went, really, other than when Honey and Grampy took us, our grandparents, was when we slashed open our leg on a sprinkler. Because it was hot and we wanted to run through the sprinkler. And it was like one of those ones that looks like a tractor. And we had the hose on like full blast, just like half expecting the thing to take off and shit. And Christopher D goes and he tries to jump over it, and of course, he slips. And that those whirly propeller things just sliced right into our leg. It's like, oh my god, blood just everywhere. It's like, does he freak out? No. Actually, he doesn't. It's like he calmly walks over to the front porch, because we were always supposed to knock before we came in. We weren't just like allowed to go in and out, you know, like when we wanted to. So, I'm like feeling in a kiss mood tonight. Oh, do we even still have that? Because I think I made him throw it away. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we'll do a little bit of powder. Doing things bass backwards. And it's like, I just kind of get frustrated, because it's like, even if, you know, I did come out more. It's like, well, what am I going to do? This is pretty much it. This is pretty much Mimi's life here. I hang around in the background and I get to listen to the music that I like every once in a while. They made me a playlist. I mean, but it's like, what am I going to do? I can't go to the mall because they say, like, we would totally get assaulted and probably raped or at least beat up by the bulls who live around here. I can't argue with them there. It's like, God, every time I go to Walmart, it's like Sensorama of our clientele. It's like every sweaty, stupid friend of his. Ugh. At least we didn't end up in a snuff film. We certainly got our own movie star pedigree, though. But, you know, that was like more the little Christopher dude. They stopped filming us, at least I don't think so. I mean, it's like we did pass out several times that weekend. So it wouldn't surprise me. And it's like, you know, they kind of want souvenirs. I don't know. It was like 83. Yeah, it was like near November, sometime around in there, because I remember it being like kind of cold. I don't remember exactly how we got there. They just probably had Ralph pick us up like normal. Generally, they have a driver, you know, dude, that you got your driver, you've got your nurse, or nurses, as the case may be. You got the over manager. Generally, they've got the trainer. It depends upon whether it's, you know, it's like male, female. How to be a little boy, how to be a little girl, you know, whatever. You know, how to tuck yourself, make sure to get the right angle, you know, with your butt in the air and everything so that it hurts less. How to whimper, how to scream, you know, how to stay silent, how to hold your breath underwater. Oh, that was one of their favorite games when they're, you know, like cleaning us up. Plop into the red hot tub and scrub, 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 scrub. Here, kid, let me rinse you off. Blub, blub, blub. You know, and of course, eventually they'd let you back up, and you know, it's like they'd either send you off to the waiting room where you could watch all kinds of Disney movies. It's like, oh, yeah, keep the kid pacified, and oh, here's some snacks and some stuff to drink. And no, we totally haven't laced it with anything at all. Sick freaking pervs. Oh, so anyway, now that we've kind of like got a half-assed appearance going on here, you know what, I should have went with the clown white and done the full kiss thing, but that's okay, this isn't too bad. And like I said, they're like never going to actually release this footage, I don't think, because, you know, trouble. At the very least, I'm going to get like one of those trigger warnings, whatever it is. It kind of sounds like, you know, it's like what you would hear if there was like some gun or something at the Circle K. It's like, trigger warning. It's like, dude's about to shoot. It's like, no. Apparently it's like, yeah, anyway, the trauma and stuff, so, you know. But this is my time. I'm like, I'm going to do and say what I damn well please. And they can just freaking bite me or me. You know, I mean, it's like... You know, it's funny because it's like some of the daddies were into that and stuff. I mean, it's like they actually did, you know, like want to take you, you know, from behind or anything, or, you know, it's like even they just like wanted to, you know, it's like whatever. It's like, okay, if you want a candy flavored explosion in your mouth, it's like, because that's like what they called it, you know, candy and shit. It's like, yeah, there ain't no damn Starburst flavor to this shit. Not fun. You know, one of the things that I actually do kind of miss is like with all the Jills and the Janes, we do our makeup and, you know, talk to each other like this. You know, it's like when you're in that environment, it's pretty obvious what's going on, and you know, you talk, you learn the different tricks of the trade and stuff from each other. You know, try to help. Give a couple of bits of food if you've stashed some away, if you find somebody who's actually worthwhile. He's not just gonna screw you. Well, I mean, it's like you're all being screwed anyway. It's like, yeah, even then, it's like sometimes they would bring in 2 or 3 of us and, like, have at it, kids, what we watch. It's like 31 flavors, Baskin Robbins of childhood abuse. Anyway, so it's like the most important thing is I'm digging through the closet looking frantically for something that I can wear tonight. Lo and behold, I'm pretty sure that they must have bought it at some point for me and then forgot. But anyway, I found this jacket, which by some miracle actually fits us, or fits me, the body, whatever. It fits me just like one of the old ones, and God, it's like, actually, yes, there's something that we have that actually looks great. So it's like, if I buckle it up, then it's like the belly sticks out a little bit, but it's like, just kind of wear it loose. No, I don't know. Here, let's try both, okay? It's like, just ignore the huge old man belly. It's like, although actually, we're working on that now. It's like Bootstraps has been working our ass off in the yard every day, like clearing out trees and crap. It's like, because we're going to have the surgery soon, and so it's like people are freaking out, and of course when we freak out, we start cleaning. It's like either Rosemary's got us on our hands and knees in the kitchen, or, yeah, no pun intended, not that way. Forgot to pull the hair out. There we go. Yeah, much better. You see, this is why it takes girls so long to get ready, guys. Everything's got to be just so before you can open up that door. And then it's like half the time the guy is like, doesn't even notice that you went through all this trouble. Well, you look good. It's like, I look fantastic. What the hell's the matter with you? It's like, so anyway, jacket. It's like, what do you think? So, with the bottom one buckled, or, I kind of like that look, of course. Pop the collar up, but, the wig kind of takes that away from it. So, buttoned like that, or hanging loose, like our huge belly. Just pretend that I don't have 50 extra pounds here, please. So, yeah. We could do our demos, but it's like I've probably gotten myself into more than enough trouble tonight. And like I said, it's, where are we going to go? It's like, I can't go anywhere. The malls are like all dead. The best I have to do is just like whenever we go out shopping or something, is to like hang out in the headspace, or whatever the fog is. I guess they call it headspace. So it's kind of depressing, but it's like, at least kind of looking more like myself. The jacket is a big improvement. I would really like to get a corset to get rid of this gut, at least when I'm out. It fits better, but I'm kind of happy with the way that these white pants look. Like I said, at least we haven't lost that. It's all that hiking that we did. Our legs look fabulous, let me tell you. Oh, okay, like, can you see this up here? Maybe no. It's like, okay. Anyway, that's basically, I can show you that next time. So that's it for now, I guess. Anyway, hope you guys were enjoying the music that I'm picking out. And it's like whatever they play, it's like one of the tunes, or run across one of the tunes from, that I like to listen to. Because, man, there were some great tunes came out, 83, 84. It was just, the music is awesome. Totally awesome. Like, the crap that they have today. Well, in the future, not today. Okay, yeah, this is where the head starts to hurt and shit. I don't know, they bleed through and it's kind of irritating. It's like, I can't even have my own thoughts. Can't have my wig kept in decent condition. I can't have my makeup stay in the same place, or the brushes. Can't go anywhere, can't do anything. It's like, God. Pitiful excuse for life. Anyway, sorry to be like a bummer and all, but it's like they were like, don't you want out? You've been like complaining that you can't go out. And it's like, yeah, it's been 2 years. Thank you very much. And you delete the last one that I did. I mean, admittedly, okay, the skirt was, yeah, the goody looking, that's just not me. No. So, anyway, that's it, I guess. Bye.